In this video, we will be discussing 10 signs you cannot handle a relationship. Relationships can be challenging, but often it's easy to blame someone else for the problems we face. Why can't they be more attentive, or why don't they understand me? But before pointing fingers, ask yourself, are you putting in the same effort? Being in a relationship isn't just about loving someone, it's also about becoming a better version of yourself. If you're not ready to grow, maybe it's time to focus on yourself first. Here are 10 signs you might not be ready to handle a relationship right now. Sign 1. You put yourself first, always. It's normal to prioritize your health and well-being, but there's a fine line between self-care and selfishness. Self-centered people often take more than they give, and this can be a sign of deeper issues. According to clinical Professor Srini Pillai, selfishness often comes from feeling inadequate. These individuals worry that if they give even a little bit, they might lose everything. To improve, focus on self-connection through hobbies like journaling, running, or meditation. It helps you be more giving without feeling like you're losing a part of yourself. Remember, putting yourself first is essential, but balance it with empathy and generosity. Sign 2, you're always right, no matter what. We all want to feel heard in a relationship, but insisting you're always right can create more problems than it solves. It's important to remember that being right isn't everything. Ask yourself, is being right really worth the risk of losing someone you care about? Sometimes letting go of the need to be right can strengthen your bond. A lot of people avoid apologizing because they fear the other person won't acknowledge their role in the conflict. But holding on to this fear can create distance. Apologizing first shows maturity and a willingness to improve. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. The goal isn't to focus on who was right or wrong, but on how to move forward and prevent the same issues from coming up again. Remember, a healthy relationship is about growth and understanding. Sign 3, you rely on your partner for happiness. Do you get anxious when your partner isn't around or feel lost without them? This could be a sign of codependency. Love should be about appreciation, not possession. Codependency often stems from unmet childhood needs, making it hard for people to stand on their own. Therapy can help address these deep-rooted insecurities, allowing you to express them to your partner in a healthy way. Ultimately, it's about finding happiness within yourself, so your relationship can thrive. Relying on your partner for happiness can strain the relationship. But mutual support and self-love can create a balanced and fulfilling partnership. Sign 4, you expect your partner to read your mind. Communication is key to any successful relationship. If you expect your partner to understand what's wrong without telling them, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. It's tempting to think if they really cared, they would know, but that's unfair. To improve communication, focus on I statements. Instead of saying, "You never helped me try, I would appreciate it if you could help me with this." This avoids blaming and encourages your partner to listen without getting defensive. Remember, your partner isn't a mind reader. Clear communication builds stronger connections. Sign 5. You struggle with commitment. Commitment phobia or relationship anxiety can be a serious barrier. It doesn't mean you never want a long-term connection. It means your fears are holding you back. Maybe you saw your parents go through a painful divorce or had a past relationship that hurt you deeply. Whatever the cause, this fear can make it hard to be vulnerable. If this sounds familiar, consider seeing a therapist who can guide you in managing these anxieties. Learning to be vulnerable doesn't happen overnight, but with patience and practice, it's possible to overcome these fears. Remember, everyone struggles with commitment at times, and seeking help is a step towards a healthier relationship. Sign 6. You avoid conflict at all costs. Nobody likes fighting, but avoiding conflict altogether can be just as harmful. If you're the type who bottles up your feelings just to keep the peace, those emotions will build up and come out in other, more damaging ways. Healthy relationships involve addressing issues, even when it's uncomfortable. Learning to discuss your concerns calmly and openly is key to building trust and understanding. Avoiding conflict might seem easier, but it prevents growth and deeper connection. Embrace the discomfort for a stronger, healthier relationship. Sign 7. You don't trust easily. Trust issues can make or break a relationship. If you find it hard to believe your partner, no matter how much they try to reassure you, it could point to unresolved insecurities. Maybe you've been hurt before, but constantly doubting your partner will only push them away. Working through past traumas and learning to trust again takes time, but it's essential for any long-lasting relationship. Surround yourself with supportive friends who can help you navigate your trust issues. Practicing mindfulness and self-care can also help you build trust in yourself and others. Remember, trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and building it takes effort from both partners. Sign 8. You're afraid of being vulnerable. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it's one of the strongest things you can do in a relationship. It's about showing your true self without the fear of judgment. If you're afraid to open up, to share your fears, and to express your feelings, it can create distance between you and your partner. This fear of vulnerability can stem from past experiences or a fear of rejection. Being vulnerable allows for deeper connections, but it requires courage. It's about trusting your partner with your innermost thoughts and feelings. Start small and work your way up to sharing more with your partner. Begin with little things that make you feel slightly uncomfortable and gradually move to deeper topics. It can be a slow process, but it's worth it. Over time, you'll find that being vulnerable can actually strengthen your relationship and bring you closer together. Sign 9. You hold grudges. Do you find it hard to forgive even after your partner has apologized? Holding on to past mistakes can poison your relationship. Grudges create resentment, and resentment builds walls between you and your partner. It's like carrying a heavy burden that only grows with time. When you hold grudges, you're not just hurting your partner, you're hurting yourself. The emotional weight can affect your mental health and overall happiness. Learn to forgive and let go, not for them, but for you. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Forgiveness is not about forgetting, it's about releasing the hurt so you can move forward together. Letting go of grudges can lead to a healthier, happier relationship. Sign 10. You're not willing to compromise. In any relationship, there will be disagreements. It's inevitable. The question is, are you willing to meet in the middle? Compromise is key. If you always insist on having things your way, it can lead to power struggles and constant friction. This can be exhausting for both partners. Relationships are about partnership, not control. It's about working together and supporting each other. Compromise shows that you value the relationship more than winning a disagreement. It demonstrates respect and love for your partner. Remember, a healthy relationship thrives on mutual understanding and the willingness to find common ground. These signs don't mean you're a bad person, they just highlight areas that might need attention. Recognizing these signs is a step toward personal growth. Self-awareness is the first step toward change. Take time to reflect on your actions and feelings. Do any of these signs resonate with you or someone you know? It's important to communicate and seek support. Let us know in the comments below and share your experiences. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights. Thanks for watching. Remember, growth is a journey, not a destination.